The one good thing about filming first thing in the morning is that at least everything's fresh. I'm fresher, particularly after I've had my water and my stretches and a little bit of a workout and eased into the day a bit. And so I can get it all done and over with. And hopefully not spend hours and hours. I mean, I do have to set the timer on myself to make sure I don't go too long, because I'm still doing what I did to a certain extent before the 3-day novel contest, where I do a little bit and then I stop and then I delete it. And I don't know that that's a bad thing, because there is a certain element of learning and quality, and you don't want to see everything that I'm doing, I guarantee you. And so I've just planned to work on that. I also need to work on not using quite as many conjunctions and quite as many so's. That is becoming my and filler language is filler language, and it's not a terrible thing, but I need to do better. Today I have already gotten a few words written for The Wilderness Untamed, and I'm excited. It's now flowing again, and I think that this is working. I started back actually half a chapter before I left off, and I was writing out the scene, and there are giant centipedes in this part, and they creep me out so much. And while I was sitting there working on it, you know, of course the cats want to come and they want to play, and I don't know if they just noticed that I'm hunched forward over the keyboard and more focused than usual, or what it is, but whenever I'm writing one of those scenes, one of them comes up with a crinklefish, which sounds a lot like, you know, legs running across the table, and they'll tap me, or Loki will lightly claw me, or something, who knows. So I'm very much awake. I would much prefer to do coffee or some form of caffeine rather than this form of wake up, but you know what, it works, and I'm grateful for that. As far as the vlogging plans in general, I've been watching some other videos about what to do and how to do it, and I'm really avoiding the comparison fears and such like that, because equipment-wise, I'm very basic. But I think that's okay, because my phone does a decent job. I'm learning a lot. I have this webcam right up here, and I'm just going to figure out how to make that work, and I think a lot of it is just in putting together the pieces and such. So I've been starting to gather little bits of footage, and I'm not spending a huge amount of time yet, obviously, and I'm planning out some of the series and such, and having more of that focus is definitely helping me to overcome some of the anxiety and the caution that arises while I'm doing this. And then of course, as far as story work, continuing to do more with Wilderness Untamed. I would really love to have that just like done and out of here. I keep saying that, it's not that I don't work on it, but it is about, at this point I think I'm about a month back from where I want it to be. So I need to just hustle on that and get it out of here. And you know, I may just have to hand it over to Mary. She's a phenomenal editor, and I know that she's going to be able to spot all of those things, but I like to have the manuscript in the absolute best condition possible before I hand it over, because she's going to find things to make it even better. So if I have it at, say, at my level 10, and then she can take it up a couple more levels, well, that's just exceeded the best I can do. Whereas if I turned it in and I had it at a 7, and she gets it up too, well, we're not up to even to my best then, because she can only work with what I give her, even though she's absolutely incredible. So I do want to keep pushing on that, but I may have to just admit that, all right, it's time to let go. And if you have any tips or tricks for letting go of your manuscripts, feel free to tell me, because I have to say, even though I have finished dozens and dozens of manuscripts at this point in my life, I never feel good about letting go. There's sometimes that, all right, I've done the best I can. No, give it back to me, please. I need to finish something. There's probably a missing comma or a word that could be better. And once I get to the point that I'm just like moving around word order and sometimes adding another one, I realize then I definitely have to hand it over, or else I will edit in perpetuity. And I both love it and hate it at the same time. I get aggravated with myself because this is why I have an enormous backlog. But all of that can be pushed through. So that's it for right now. I will be uploading additional content. Thank you again for watching, and yes, I'm going to try to get better about doing the whole please like and subscribe, and make sure that you click on the bell so that you get the notifications, hopefully when I upload. I will also be figuring out a more regular time to do this. Now that I know how to upload this with my internet, if I can just get a little bit ahead. And as a heads up, if I do like daily vlogs that actually have like footage from within the day, they'll be a day or two off just so that I can get them done, uploaded, and ready to go. So I'll probably include the date in there as well. Anyway, why don't you tell me something that you're working on and something that you really need to focus on? And I hope that you have a beautiful day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.